Farnborough in Hampshire, setting for the Society of British Aerospace Company's 24th exhibition and flying display. Over 250,000 visitors and orders resulting in £300 million worth of business proves Farnborough's worth and reputation as the shop window for the world's aerospace industries. The international theme of Farnborough is carried forward by the European Consortium of Airbus Industrie. France, West Germany, Spain and Britain have created the Airbus range. The medium-haul version of the A300 Airbus has a very low noise level, a range of 3,000 miles, and can carry 269 passengers in unexcelled comfort. So popular is the Airbus that an order by Saudi Arabia has taken the sales total over 300. A flying duet by Aermacchi of Italy, a two-seat jet trainer, and its new variant in Italian Air Force colours, a single-seat ground attack trainer. Powered by Rolls-Royce Viper turbo engines, they put on a display quite unique for jet aircraft. Smoke generators under the wings create unusually delicate swirling patterns and smoke rings across the sky. A multiple spin fall shows just how tough these little jets are. In contrast, the Super Mirage 4000, making its first presence felt at Farnborough. A private venture by Dassault Breguet, this development of the Mirage 2000 flew for the first time in 1979, achieving even then a speed of Mach 1.2. Considering its size, the Mirage 4000 is capable of ultra-slow speeds, and with over 18,500 pounds of thrust with afterburning, fantastic acceleration. The most sizable contribution to the flying display, the Lockheed TriStar 500. Over the last 10 years, almost 250 TriStars have been ordered, all powered by Rolls-Royce RB211 engines. An advanced version with a new supercritical wing proposed by Lockheed could increase the original payload from 200 to 500 passengers. Demonstrating its short takeoff and landing characteristics, the de Havilland Buffalo, a twin turboprop utility transport. The larger 4-engine Dash 7, a 50-seat airliner. Both these low-noise Canadian aircraft are excellent at fuel economy and are ideal for use in rugged conditions when their short takeoff and landing abilities are put to the test. Like a garden shed on wheels, the Skyvan is a surprising entry in the short takeoff stakes. Often used to police remote areas, hence the siren, over 130 are in service throughout the world. The biggest single customer for the Skyvan has been the Sultan of Oman, whose Air Force bought 16. It's a short landing, but rather hard on the tires. A development of the Britten-Norman Islander, a military version called the Defender, is accompanied by the 3-engine Trilander. Both of these aircraft have relatively short takeoffs. In its maritime configuration, the Defender has a nose radome and newly installed Allison turboprop engines. Favoured by air ferry companies, the Trilander carries 18 passengers. Outright winner of the short takeoff and landing competition, the Pilatus Turbo Porter from Switzerland. It just pulls itself up into the air. Able to fly from high mountain pastures, with its low speed, the Turbo Porter is well suited for observation and mountain rescues. Over 400 have been constructed and are operating in more than 50 countries. On landing, the plane can reverse back to the end of the landing strip, ready for takeoff. No runways at all for the Bell Cobra. Its advanced four-bladed rotor system gives a top speed of almost 200 miles per hour. The Cobra was designed for the United States Army as a gunship for strikes against armoured vehicles. Representing the British Overseas Trade Board, the Duke of Kent showed great interest in the new Westland WG-30. A high-capacity helicopter with a completely new airframe powered by two Rolls-Royce GEM turboshaft engines, the WG-30 can carry 22 troops or 17 passengers at airline standards. The Royal Navy has 70 Mark II Lynx helicopters ordered for anti-submarine duties, and the Mark I, in service with the Army, has completed a wide range of weapon trials, including anti-tank missiles. Developed from the Sea King, the Westland Commando demonstrates its lifting power by transporting a snowcat, complete with trailer. Not to be outdone, a parking problem is solved by the little Hughes 5000. Star of vertical takeoff, the Harrier. Designed to operate with maximum effectiveness from small, unprepared sites, already the RAF has 4 operative Harrier squadrons. The Royal Navy's first squadron of Sea Harriers have been operating from the new command cruiser HMS Invincible. The Sea Harrier is equipped with Ferranti Blue Fox radar and carries Sidewinder missiles for its fighter role and the Sea Eagle standoff missile for anti-ship strike. The Harrier takes a bow. It's come a long way since the first attempts at vertical takeoff became a reality with the Flying Bedstead prototype over 25 years ago. Sea Harriers perform a mock attack. A tribute from the historic flight of the Royal Navy, the Fairey Swordfish torpedo bomber. Hero of many fleet air arm battles of World War II, this is the only Swordfish still flying. In contrast, the awe-inspiring F-15 Eagle of McDonnell Douglas. More than 500 Eagle superiority fighters have been delivered to the United States Air Force. Capable of speeds in excess of Mach 2.5, it has a rate of climb of 33,000 feet per minute. Science fiction of a more peaceful nature. The novel PIC-20 from Finland is a sailplane that's self-launching. No need to wait for a winch or air tow at your local glider field. Quickly climbing to the required height, you just switch off the two-stroke engine and fold it away. You then have a 15-meter high-performance glider to soar around in, with an engine on hand if you should lose the thermals. Really bringing it down to the do-it-yourself level, David Cook and his powered hang glider. This was the first such device to fly the English Channel, and is now destined for a place in the Science Museum. Back to real power. From Sweden, the impressive Viggen. This fighter attack model of the Viggen is armed with Skyflash missiles. Though powerful, its design is much like a sophisticated paper dart. The most unusual plane at Farnborough, the Edgeley Optica. This flying goldfish bowl is tailor-made for aerial observation. Behind the three-seater cabin, the 180 horsepower Lycoming engine drives the ducted propulsor, giving speeds between 60 to 110 miles per hour. The initial cost and relevant fuel and maintenance charges are 1/3 those of a comparable helicopter. With its superb all-round visibility and an endurance range of up to 10 hours in quiet, vibration-free comfort, the Edgeley Optica is perfect for air surveys. A hair-raising demonstration by the Valmet Vinka, a military trainer from Finland. Deciding just how to land must be quite difficult after that stomach-turning performance. General Dynamics F-16B, newly named the Fighting Falcon. A Pratt & Whitney turbofan gives the F-16 25,000 pounds thrust with afterburn. The United States Air Force intend buying 1,400 of these multi-role fighters. Recalling earlier passenger flight, a 1943 de Havilland Rapide arrives from South Africa. A real piece of flying nostalgia. Piloted by David's sister, the Rapide has traced the course that was flown by Sir Alan Cobham over 54 years ago on a route-proving flight for Imperial Airways. Flying the flag for British Aerospace, Concorde makes a special guest appearance. As magnificent as ever, it's hard to believe that Concorde has now completed 5 years of passenger carrying service with British Airways. Leading the range of British Aerospace airliners, the less stylish but extremely versatile HS-748. Turbopropped aircraft are answering the growing world demand for fuel saving. The Rolls-Royce Dart engines of the new Series 748 enable up to 58 passengers or 6 tons of cargo to be carried with economical efficiency. The HS-125 with low fuel consumption turbofan engines. Able to carry 8 passengers and their baggage at a cruising speed of Mach 0.75 with a range of 2,600 miles, the 125 is very popular even in the competitive North American market. An updated version of the turboprop Jetstream 31, a workhorse commuter airliner carrying up to 19 passengers. The quiet arrival of the RAF's latest and most expensive acquisition, the Nimrod, airborne early warning patrol aircraft. Large radomes in the nose and tail are packed full of sophisticated detection equipment which will pick up ships and low-flying aircraft at ranges up to 300 miles. Making its public debut at Farnborough, the F-2 Tornado is of professional interest to the Duke of Edinburgh. There are 2 versions of the Tornado. This is the air defence variant, armed with Skyflash missiles and a new air intercept radar that detects aircraft at all altitudes. The F-2 demonstrates the Tornado's short takeoff. The GR-1 Interdiction Strike Tornado. The GR-1 is armed with 8 1,000-pound bombs. Both Tornadoes have all-weather day and night combat capabilities at very low level. With their variable geometry wings and reheated turbofan engines, they can fly at speeds in excess of Mach 2. The Tornado is the largest aerospace and first tri-national defence programme in Europe, combining West Germany, Italy and Britain. The impressive range of armaments for the Jaguar International, the export version of the low-level strike aircraft now in service with the French and Royal Air Forces. The Jaguar is able to operate from short, semi-prepared or even grass runways. Supersonic at all altitudes, it has an excellent battlefield air superiority performance. At present, there are 5 Jaguar squadrons based in Germany and 3 at RAF Coltishall. The 40th anniversary of the Battle of Britain is commemorated by the memorial flight of a Lancaster, Hurricane and Spitfire from RAF Coningsby. A modern salute to the RAF, the world-famous display by the Red Arrows. Squadron leader Brian Hoskins takes his team through the aerobatic display that has won praise and admiration all over the world. This year, the Red Arrows have made 9 major improvements. Their well-known Nat aircraft have been retired after 16 years' service and have been replaced by the British Aerospace Hawk. The Farnborough Air Show of 1964 saw the Nats perform formation aerobatics for the first time. The Nat did nearly 1,300 displays and visited 19 countries. The new Hawks have already flown almost 100 displays, and the pilots are delighted with the way they handle them. This is ably demonstrated in their performance of slick position changes and perfect formation keeping. The wine glass roll. A fly past in formation Super Concorde. A change from Arrow to Diamond 9. Already the Hawk has proved to be a reliable aircraft. One gratifying improvement is that the Hawk uses 40% less fuel. Whatever the aircraft, the pilots still need strong nerves and immediate reactions, matched by the relaxed skill of the profession. After flying in wingtip proximity, the exacting and brilliant artistry of the solo pair. For the most part, the displays are not flown at high speeds, but the aircraft can nevertheless vary between 50 feet above the runway to 5,000 feet in a matter of seconds. Like the Red Arrows, the whole Farnborough organization is based on split-second timing. Universally, it is accepted that no other outdoor event of this kind in the world can quite match the atmosphere, the variety of interest and sheer spectacle of the Farnborough International Air Display.